or good evening to you guys, wherever you are in the around in the world. Kung saan po kayo ngayon sa mundo ngayon ng ating DevOps topic. Right now, we are in the lesson 6 sa ating lesson, which is yung time constraint. So, before I am going to show you how to create type constraint here. We're going to discuss first yung experience ko on how using the environment on setting up sa ating Terraform. Kasi ang ginawa ko nga is hindi ako nag-set up sa mismong local host ko or means sa workstation ko sa Terraform ko at in-install yung yung Azure ACLI. Okay, but I install it sa mismong container natin. Okay? So I find it difficult how to 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 retrieve on it because yung container nga or yung ating Docker or yung container is hindi siya permanent if you're going to set up anything there. Like if you install something sa inyong container ng mga repository, okay, or application. So, nawawala rin siya every time you reopen it, okay? Same goes sa ginawa natin sa previous na mga topic natin. So, we created something environment there for us. Ilalagay po natin yung ating mga sensitive na credential, okay? At mawawala rin siya every time you close the container. Ah, yun nga, ang nangyari is I launch my container and then reconfigure again yung ating yung ating uh, ginawa natin before. But here's a twist. So if you already created yung natin before, yung ating uh, s- yung bucket natin or yung kung saan natin nilalagay yung ating state natin for our uh, for our Terraform dito, hindi na natin siya gagawin yung ating pag-setup ng backend. Yung backends nito, okay? So, disregard muna natin yung variables na yan. Ito, hindi natin gagawin to kasi meron na tayong nagawa dito. Okay? Which is yung state 6. Okay, we created that already sa last na po natin topic. Okay, ang gagawin lang talaga natin, if you're going to go back sa ating running again, restarting container again, running this container again. So we're going to use the login again. You know that ano po yung lalabas diyan. And then yung ating subscription, yan yung gagamitin din natin. Okay, ito, creating an RBAC and then yung ating role contributor and yung scope. Okay, alam na ninyo to, anong gagawin. And then after that, uh, yung ating mga kampo natin, mga credentials like yung ating like for example this one, of course na-expired na to yung secret dito, but nevertheless tatanggalin ko pa rin to. Ito re-export nyo yung uli ito. So hindi siya nag-work kanina by using like that, running the script. Ang ginawa ko na lang is I type na lang first, I copy it and then paste lang ganyan kasi mas working siya doon. But we need to find out kung bakit hindi siya nag-work yung atin. Baka I think meron akong nagawa dito na hindi nag-work out dito sa sa container ko. Pag nagawa na niya to, so you can already type again the init, okay, and then uh, it will work again, okay, and then and pag ipaplan natin, mag-work na yan siya. Unless po yung Terraform file po natin is meron pong mga problema, okay? Right now, it's already working right now, okay? Pagkatapos nito, I will going to show you how to use the variable. I mean yung type of constraint. So, basic lang din kung ano po yung meron po tayo na background for the programming. It will also apply sa mga configuration sa code po natin. Uh, Sinasama na rin to sa mga natin. Kasi lahat ng mga automated na natin, na mga application natin like Terraform, na tools natin, or Ansible is made of programming. Okay? And for I know, I think yung Terraform po natin is made by probably Python pa rin. Okay? Same goes with Ansible, if I'm not mistaken. So, if I'm mistake sa sinabi ko, you can comment on it kung ano po yung ginamit na programming languages na ginawa for this automation na tools for this kind of Terraform, yung Terraform po natin. So, meron pong mga conditions like a string, like sa programming. So, you can have your type as a string. You can have a numbers, boolean. So, you know naman what is the string. Uh, we have type only a type. Yeah, literally, we're going to type the type word and then the string. Okay. And then if you're going to use a number, lalagay lang po natin ang number and then lalagay po natin yung default. Every time yan na ilalagay po natin sa baba is yung default natin is 80 unless kung maglalagay po tayo ng uh, manually created uh, ano po yung gusto po nating adjust po dito. Okay? But right now, sa variable po natin, uh, ito yung naka-default. Okay? So, sa boolean naman, so yes or no. So, sa default po natin ay nilagay po natin ay true. Okay? And the name of our functions of the set of block is delete. So, right now, paano siya gagamitin is we're going to use the dollar sign for us to print out here and then uh, ilalagay niya yung mismong pangalan ng ano. Like for example, we use here test. It will going to reflect here test resource, okay? And then sa network naman natin, same pa rin. Mangyari is magiging name siya ng test network, okay? Sa network nick po natin, NIC natin is magiging test nick. So you can rename it whichever you like. And sa storage naman natin, if you going to check on it here, uh, we- sa variable naman ito. So from the word bar and then is delete. Okay? Pag nagawa naman na po natin dito sa variable natin, it will give us select kung ano po yung pipiliin natin. Okay? I also prepared VS Code or Cursor for our editor. Kung meron po kayong mga ibang gustong editor, you can use it as your own preference. So, you can do so. And then, ganun na po siya guys. So, this set of campo natin dito, line here is delete OSD's terminations. So, it will set to true kasi yung campo natin dito is we declare by default is true. Okay? Sa storage naman po natin, we put it 80. So, ito, magiging this size po, gigabyte po natin is 80. Okay? And then, yung environment po natin for the tag, it will name it as test. So, right now, uh, okay na to siya. Same pa rin ang ating procedure. Always we need to init on it. By the way, guys, so if you're curious about how this set of block uh, made for, you can check on it sa ating Terraform, which is these are reliable na documentation for the Terraform. At ito po 'yun. Okay, kung ano po yung nasa kampo natin. Ating uh, TF file natin. Okay? And then, na-initialize na niya. And then, we're going to plan on it. Ano po yung mga kailangan ano po yung nagawa, ano pong probably na makukuha natin, makikreate niya dito sa ating mismong totoong mga resource po natin. Okay? So, ito daw yung resource group, virtual network, eternal, subnet, network, and yung mismong VM natin. Okay? Yan siya guys. Uh, Pag nagawa na natin to, we can TF or Terraform apply auto approve. Okay? Oop, Terraform auto approve. So kulang siya ng auto ng P. But of course, madali na lang to siya, mabilis na lang tong pag rebuild nito kasi nagawa na to yung ating mga resource. Okay? So wala na siyang kailangan gawin dito because it's already created. At if you can go into check it sa ating Azure natin na portal, we already created our virtual machine here, which name it BMOs. Okay? Yan. So, ganun na siya kasimple guys in creating our, resources, especially the VM. So, if you're going to remove on it, ang kailangan na natin i-remove, gagawin is we need to use the destroy. Destroy muna natin. Because we're going to proceed sa another topic of our type constraint. Okay? So, re-remove na niya. So, it will again take a couple of minutes to delete or destroy everything that we have created sa ating resource. So, okay, so I think it will tatagal to siya. Maybe we can pause for a while on it and then we can go back again it if if it is already done. Okay. Okay, so it's already destroyed and let's move again sa ating next na topic. Uh, since we already created three of our type constraint that we have, string, numbers, boolean, I created locations because kanina naka West Europe to siya guys. Okay. So ito po ay basically static na pag-declare ng ating natin locations. But how are we going to do make it dynamic? Ito na po yung ang role ng ating list for today. If you are familiar sa mga programming languages, so list is a type of array na pwede nating lalagyan yung each of uh, uh, value that we can choose from. Okay? Pwedeng maramihan. Okay? At ano pa yung nasa loob is basically it's string. Okay? And same goes sa ating mga fields na meron dito with descriptions. But here is very interesting here because it's a type of array yung ating string, yung ating variable here. So I send it. I put it here, the West Europe, which is in dito, and North and East. So how are we going to declare it? Simply var pa rin, and then allocation, and then since this is a array, we going to access by its index. So right now we have three value here, but sa array, if we're going to access each of these, uh, we're going to access its index starting with 0. So for example, for if we're going to access this, so ito po is 0. Okay? If we're going to access the North Europe, ang array po natin naka-indicate sa 1 and so forth. Okay? Ito ay 2. Not starting with 1, 2, 3. Though ang value po natin is 3. So ganun po yung mag-work. So if you are familiar again with the programming languages about array, ganun po siya pag-access. Okay? So right now, for us to access it, we're going to put it in, we're going to put on it uh, an array index. Like if you're going to access again, the the North Europe or East Europe. So right now, by default is zero. Lagyan natin. So West Europe, okay? So if you're going to plan on it, and I know na itong gagawin niya is wala siyang gagawin, walang changes because sa dating kan natin is still Europe, okay? Europe pa rin yun siya guys, West Europe. Check natin ito. Yan, West Europe location natin. So if you're going to change on it for example, 1, okay? It will change yung West Europe into North Europe, okay? Plan naman natin uli, okay? If you're going to check on it again, North Europe, okay? See? So, North Europe, nag-change siya. Okay, yung ating resource group po natin, and then, okay? So, yun lang, nakita natin, that's Europe. So, yan lang for array po natin. Okay? Okay, moving forward sa ating next na type na gagamitin natin for our Terraform here is yung ating map. Okay, how we're going to use that? So basically, we change only our type to map, which is it's equal to strings, and then we're going to declare, lalagay po natin yung ating descriptions and then default. So ano po yung nasa loob ng default natin, which is similar to what we saw sa ating default but into a vertical or horizontal na set na pagkalagay. Okay, so web environment, which is UAT, managed by Terraform, department. So ganun lang siya guys. So if you're going to use here, meron akong example dito for the tags na for us na to make it dynamic. So sa environment po natin, instead of put it dot tapos environment, di ba yung kanina, I'm going to use the resource tag which is i-access po natin yung environment which is UAT. So ito ay equivalent to UAT. And then yung manage po natin is yung Terraform which is we access this key managed by, and then yung department po natin is department. Okay? So if you're going to plan on it, um, um, he will add an additional tags from here right now. Yan. Okay. Uh, check po na. If you're going to check, ito. See, so, ganun lang pag sa ating resource, sa ating map.